The International Tribunal today delivered a landmark verdict on South China Sea. To discuss the verdict, we have with us Sushant Singh, who tracks the issue. Sushant, so what happened today in the day?
Basically, the judgment which has come from the Hague Arbitration Tribunal has completely upheld the Philippines' argument that the South China Sea does not belong to China. Now, China has been historically saying that because of the 9-dash line, the territory belongs to it, the maritime waters belong to it. The arbitration tribunal has said that that is not so. These are international waters and anybody can navigate through them.
Okay, so what are the implications for India?
See, there are many implications for India, but the most significant implication is that the Indian naval ships, the Indian warships, can actually move through these waters without intimating the Chinese. Now, you remember the famous incident in 2011 when INS Erawat was there coming down from Vietnam and 45 nautical miles from Vietnam in South China Sea, and it was confronted by 2 Chinese naval vessels which said that you are in Chinese waters. And since then the Chinese have been saying that these are our waters and you have to intimate us every time you move through these waters. So Indians have officially refused to do so, although they have unofficially kind of signaled to the Chinese that yes, we are going to go through these waters. The Indians now expect that because Chinese have been so indignant about this judgment, they are going to further reinforce this belief that all the naval ships passing through those waters need to inform the Chinese that they are going to go through there.
Okay, and there was this verdict about a couple of years ago, I think, when Bangladesh and India had a similar situation where there was a verdict delivered by the International Tribunal. Now, how is it different or similar to the current situation?
Yeah. So the judgment by the same court under the same Article 7 was between India and Bangladesh, where 4/5 of the disputed maritime territory was given to Bangladesh and India accepted it, and that clearly shows
so
that
80% of the territory went to
Bangladesh, and that clearly shows that unlike China, India believes in global norms and follows them. Also, this judgment is also a good time for India to actually signal its intent and commitment to global norms to Southeast Asia. You see, under the Act East Asia policy, we have been taking a bigger position at the global high table, and especially with respect to South China Sea, India and US have issued 2 statements. When Prime Minister Modi went to US in September 2014. The joint statement clearly mentioned South China Sea and freedom of navigation. The same thing was reiterated when Secretary Ash Carter came to India earlier this year, and the joint statement clearly mentioned South China Sea. So this is a good time for India to reassert that and say, we believe in global norms, we believe in freedom of navigation in South China Sea. On principle, we accept this verdict and we are going to follow it.
Yeah, so far what we have seen, the Indian government so far has just said that we note the verdict and they're carefully studying it. They haven't yet welcomed it. Philippines, of course, has welcomed the verdict, and China has rubbished the verdict completely. It never was part of the proceedings from the outset.
Yeah. So the Indian calculation, probably what I learned, is based on the fact that the Japanese and the Americans are going to go strongly about it. Yeah. The White House is about to issue a very strong statement on it, and therefore the Indians don't want to take a similar position. Yeah. And even when Prime Minister Modi went to the US last time, he did not mention the South China Sea because they wanted to get the NSG vote from the Chinese, as you're well aware.
Yeah, which didn't work out But Japan, as you mentioned, has already come out with a statement welcoming the verdict. So there we have it, the state of play. It will be interesting how it pans out in the next couple of months, because G20 is being held in China later this year, and it would be important to see whether China makes any provocative or any military actions in South China Sea before G20. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.